How you doing? How you doing, man? Welcome to another episode of Put You On Game, man. This episode is probably gonna be one of my favorites. I got my fam in here, man. My cousin, man. She's a videographer, man. She does real estate, weddings. I mean, she just does it all, man. Commercials, documentaries. I mean, the list goes on and on. But yeah, man, special episode for me, man. So her name is Deaira.
Yay! What up? What up, y'all?
And first off, I want to say, man, before we even get started on this interview, I want to say thank you. I really appreciate you coming out, man. I know you're very busy. You're out here doing your thing, booked. You know what I'm saying? I just want to let you know, I know how, family is. Sometimes family make you feel like you obligated to do shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to, just thank you. I really appreciate you coming out and showing love on this interview, man.
Thank you for inviting me.
No problem.
It's a big deal that you even got this podcast going. So
thank you.
That in itself, respect.
Thank you. It's all love. It's all love.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Let's go back to the beginning. Tell the audience about yourself, man. Where you from?
So I am from Atlanta, Georgia. Well, it's not Atlanta. I'm from. I'm gonna rather mess this all up. We say Atlanta because it's just easier, but I'm from the East Side, Stone Mountain, Lithonia area, Decatur, where it's greater specifically. Went to Stevenson High School, went to Stevenson Middle School, went to Winbrook Elementary School, grew up in that area, met some friends, started doing videos, and now we're here.
That's what's up. Oh, you just covered everything. So, I mean, so what kind of lessons you learned out there going to Stevenson High School?
So the most important lesson that I learned, I guess it's not really a lesson necessarily, but that's where I found out that I actually wanted to be a videographer. And it wasn't even like a thing where I just really wanted to be one. My friends were doing something. I didn't want to be the only friend left out, so I started shooting. I will say another lesson that I learned just from going to school is like learning how to talk to people. Networking is important now for me. So back then, not necessarily knowing that I was networking, just talking to a whole bunch of, because when you're in high school, you have all the friends. Like you have every single friend in history.
Right.
As soon as you graduate, you got maybe like 1, 2 friends.
That's true. I learned that too.
So I learned how to talk to a lot of people, teachers. I was really shy in school too, so being able to like grow out of that, doing little things in school to make sure that I was able to shine bright, I guess you can say.
Right.
Like whether it was joining dance classes, groups, cheerleading, whatever. Just those fundamentals helped me for now. Yeah.
Okay. So did you go to college?
I went to college for a year.
For a year.
Just 1 year.
And what happened?
I hated it. I personally, I'm here for school, okay? I'm not that person that's like, I didn't go to college, you shouldn't either. No. Right. I do believe that everybody should try college. Right. And I think it's really cool when people actually go and they finish. Right. I do think that's really dope. Like,
it is.
Especially if we're talking about the society we live in now, just to have that degree in your back pocket, like, that's hard. But for me, I went to the wrong school too, I feel like.
What school you went to?
I went to Georgia Perimeter back in the day. It's Georgia State now. But I feel like I went to the wrong school. I waited a year before I even went, first and foremost. I graduated, was out here just doing nothing. Right. And then a year later, I ended up going to the school. And it just wasn't what I needed to be doing. Because at that point, I had already been making money anyway, doing videos and stuff. So I've been shooting since I was 15 years old. So by the time I graduated, I was 18. I was already used to like making some cash, doing this over here. And in the back of my head, without even knowing, I always knew that as long as I knew the right people, I didn't have to have a degree. Even though I should have still gotten a degree. But
and that's why I tell people too, sometimes it ain't about what you know, it's about who you know.
No, like facts. Seriously.
For real, you could be knowledgeable as fuck, but if you don't know the right people,
you
ain't getting nowhere.
Yeah.
But see, here's my, but I think I talked about this on one of my episodes already, that when it comes to school, like, there's multiple ways to succeed. You see how, you're doing, videography, out here doing your thing. Like, you still succeeding in life and you still going places, you still elevating as you go. You know what I'm saying? There's multiple ways to succeed. So even if, you know, you go to school, you get a degree, it's not guaranteed you're going to get a job in that field.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, though, I say school ain't for everybody. But like I said, we ain't shitting on nobody that go to school.
Mm-hmm.
You go to school, you graduate, that shit's still hard and it's complicated. So we salute to all y'all, but we also want y'all to understand that if it's not for you, because I did the same thing. I went to school for about I'll say a year and a half, about 2 years around there.
Mm-hmm.
Got up there, man, I was like, this shit just ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, when I went to school at the time, I went to school for the wrong reason. My mom didn't want me to go to school. Grandma, they was all enforcing. But you see, they was born in a different time. Back then, with education was just, they didn't have it. They didn't have that education back then. So now they're looking at it like, well, yeah, I got an opportunity. I can take it. Education. Yeah, education is very important. But understand that, look at the richest people in the world. A lot of them don't have educational backgrounds. Real shit though, you know what I'm saying? It's just about having a plan and sticking to it. So, you know, I talk to a lot of young people, you know, mentor a lot of young people when I speak on shit. Like, don't let nobody force you to do nothing you don't want to do. If you got a plan and it's gonna help you succeed, you stick to it and you follow your dreams, man, and go. School may not be for you, and that's okay. And that's okay. Sometimes your family might not understand that, but it's okay. Once you get up there to that point where you want to get to, then they understand.
Right, no.
But they ain't gonna understand right now. So, man, I tell all people, man, you know what I'm saying, just stick to your heart, follow your dreams, man, and keep going. That's all I'm saying on that, though.
For sure. And that quick back, like, funny just story. I think about it very often, too. I had 2 uncles. And we were sitting down at Golden Corral. And they were like, yeah, you do videos and stuff? I'm like, yeah, you know, I was 17, 18 maybe. I think I had graduated around this point. And I was like, yeah, I do videos. And they were like, yeah, you need to come up with a plan B, because that's not it. You ain't gonna make no money doing that. Right. And I looked at them, I got kind of mad, you know, but then I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, I'm gonna show them. Exactly. And now we here.
It's not, you know, your plan's not meant for everybody to understand.
Yeah.
Sometimes people look at that, man, they ain't gonna do nothing, man, because they don't get it.
Right.
But it ain't meant for them to get it. It's only meant for you to get.
Plus, our parents, like you said, they grew up in a different time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, different time, right.
They're not used to taking risks for real.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
And we're risk takers around here.
Absolutely. So. Absolutely. So
I feel bad for myself, because when we have kids, it's gonna be like, oh my God. What? Like, what are y'all doing? Flying? Are you kidding me? No, right. I'm just playing, but yeah.
You said that perfectly. You said that perfectly. So, like, I know you kind of touched on it a little bit around, you know, a little bit what you were saying, but what made you want to be a videographer? Like, where was your, you know, first love, or, you know, I want to do this. I want to start recording.
So it actually happened a few times.
Okay.
Cause like I've gone through processes of like loving it, hating it, loving it, hating it, loving it, hating it. So I know for me the very first time was when I was, like I said, I was in middle school. I had homegirls. One of them was a rapper. My homegirl Ashley wanted to be a stylist. My homegirl Jennifer was doing hair. And I was that one friend that like just didn't have anything going on for real. Didn't want to be lame, but luckily my dad, when I was really young, you remember my dad? Yeah, my dad used to always have a camera. And he was that one person at the function that just like had the camera, taking pictures.
Gotta record, take pictures.
Yeah, like always. And so anyway, when I was little, I would be like, hey Dad, can I hold the camera? Like, can I just do it, you know, on some kid shit, like nothing major. Right. Fast forward, I meet the friends. What can I do? Okay, I know how to work a camera. Cool. I ended up running into Vashti. I don't know if you're familiar with Vashti, but she's like a DJ, videographer. She has a shoot, a whole bunch of stuff going on. Vashti, she's cool. Look her up. I ran into her on YouTube, and I was like, oh yeah, like I want to be a videographer like her. She was cute. Like I was like, oh yes, I want to do that. So cool. My friends ended up putting me up on game with this nonprofit, and it was ran by Ryan Coleman, called Litho Visuals. Oh no, it was called Litho Us. And he just like took a whole bunch of young kids, taught them how to do just to keep us out of trouble. Like he taught us how to do videos. Some people wanted to be A&R, some people wanted to deal with sneakers. It didn't really matter, but they were already in the group. They sent me up with an interview. We went to Wesley Chapel Library for my interview, and I ended up getting in the mentorship. And through like working with him, because he did videos too, he taught me all the fundamentals about editing. I was using his camera to like do like little $50 music videos and stuff like that. And eventually I was like, Mom, can I like get a camera? Like, I want a camera, my own camera. And she's like, girl, no, cameras are expensive. I'm not about to pay that much money for a camera. I've bought you a camera before, you didn't do anything with it. I was like, please, girl, like, I need this camera. Like, everybody had to talk her into buying it because she was not about to buy it. She finally bought it for Christmas. She got me the whole kit. I had a tripod, the lens, the camera, the lights, everything.
Right.
And boom, that was my first time. Second time came a little bit later. I went through a process of like really hating what I did.
Oh, really?
And I was gonna sell the exact camera my mom bought me. And luckily I found a job, because this is around the time I was like giving plasma. I ain't had no job. I wasn't going to school no more. I was just smoking. Like, that was it. That was all. And luckily I ended up getting a job. I went to do customer service at the job. And he saw my resume. He was like, oh, you do videos? And I was like, yeah, but like, I'm not here for that. Like, I hate videos. And he was like, cool, I got a job for you. 2 months later, he ends up calling me. I get the job doing videos, and then that's when I started to like actually like it again, because I was making consistent money off of it. It's happened again a few times after that too, because I've been having to go through ups and downs, but those are the first 2 times for sure.
So where does that inspiration come from when you do go into the ups and downs? What keeps you going? What
keeps me going is the fact that I'm not a quitter. I really hate quitting. Like, I feel like a loser when I quit. I feel so lame when I quit. I gotta at least finish it, even if I never do it again. I have to finish it, because if I don't, I'm gonna just talk bad about it. And that's why I hated it the first time, because I felt like I was quitting on myself, and I was allowing myself to do it, and so I just hated it. Like, I resented it. Well, that was because of me. So not wanting to be lame, for one, and then 2, now at this point, even though I still have those ups and downs, the fact that like I've been doing it for so long, like, you really gonna stop now? Like, does it make sense to even stop now? You done gotten this far. You might be closer than you think you are. Why would you stop? Like,
that's true.
Come on now.
That is true.
So yeah.
So what are some of the early trials and tribulations you went through early on in your career?
I'm still going through the same thing I'm about to say, but learning how to be consistent and just like not lazy. Like, even now, I have my moments where I'm just like not feeling it. I'm not feeling creative. I'm not feeling motivated. Whatever the case may be. So just staying in the flow even when I don't feel like it. That's been like my hardest trial, for real. I know to keep going, because I know that like the outcome is going to be great, but just that consistency, that's so hard. Like,
I think I saw something on the podcast where Jim Jones said, even when your motivation goes away, consistency will bring it back. Just being consistency. So
no, that's facts. That's facts. Like, that's real talk. I might even make that a caption. That's real talk. If you do it, you'll get back in the flow. But like, just stopping cold turkey, not like, that's where you mess up at. You
see, I never knew that. You know, when I see you, seem like you just always in good spirits.
That's that social media, ain't it? Yeah, I love social media for that. People be showing the highlights. Don't forget, like. Don't forget,
I see you like you just be moving.
That's what it look like, don't it?
Man, it seems like Deaira.
That's what it seems.
Man, seeing you, man, I don't know what I told you, seeing you, man, inspired. You one of the reasons that I started this podcast too, man. Seeing you grind, seeing you being on the move. I said, man, I gotta do this shit. Like, I got to, like, seeing some social media, man, seeing all this stuff, man. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I've been talking about it for so long. Like, I need to do this. But like, when you gonna drop it? When you gonna drop it? When you gonna do it? When you gonna do it? I'm like, you know what, man? I seen you, and I seen somebody else. I'm like, you know what, man? I gotta do this shit, man. I gotta do it, because time don't wait on no man.
It doesn't. And it's tangible. Like, if you just do it, you can do it. like literally, just do it. Nike, like, for real. That's all you gotta do. Just do it. Be consistent.
Time waits on no man. So I just definitely appreciate you. Very inspirational. I guess social media.
Social media. Because y'all be thinking I be working. I be stressed out sometimes, okay? For real. But luckily, I also have a really positive mindset. Like
You do.
Since I was little, maybe like I don't know when it came out, but I might have been like 9 or 10. My dad forced me and my sister to watch The Secret. It's a book, but it's a documentary too. So he made us watch a documentary. And of course, I hated stuff like that. My dad would always make us watch little movies and things, but they always had a lesson in the end. With this one, I was so intrigued because it was talking about people who were like visualizing these houses, and then they would be living in the houses, or a man, he would visualize a certain type of lady, then he had all the ladies like.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, cool. If I think it, then I can make it happen, I guess. And even though nothing necessarily major has happened, I feel like personally, due to my mindset, a lot has come into play just because I always think that there's like a better outcome. Even when stuff is bad, like I look at it as, okay, cool, this is terrible.
Right.
Hate it, but what can I learn from it? Like, what's the lesson? Because everything's going to get better. Everything's, looking at my mom, like, my mom used to make stuff happen, okay, out of nothing, and it will always work out. Like, so.
Mine too. Yeah. Absolutely though. Yeah, you should. I've never seen that movie before.
You gotta watch it. It's called The Secret. Please
That's
watch it.
Though. But I want you having that positive mindset is a gift too. I know a lot of people that think negative about shit. You know, every time something bad happens, it's always a negative. But you just like me. Like I always think some positive to it. Yeah. Like I was just telling you about how I went to Disney World and how we just spent our money on this shit, and for it to be like, it really wasn't worth it. You know what I'm saying? But you just like where the kids had fun, this, that. That's how I was thinking, but somebody else there weren't thinking like that. They was like, man, just waste of money. But I did say that when I was out there, like, well, at least my sister having fun, you know, my cousins having the time of their life, but still, we ain't going back to that motherfucker.
right, no, look, I ain't gonna do it again, but somebody was smiling.
Absolutely.
For sure.
So, as the older and wiser Deaira, if you can go back in time, what's one thing you would tell your past self?
I would tell my past self that you're doing great, sweetie. But I will also say, like, just stop being lazy, girl. If you just keep going now, then by the time you hit a certain age, it might just make things a little bit easier. Now, I do think that I'm where I'm supposed to be just because that's how life works. Like, everything happens how it's supposed to happen. But maybe, just maybe, if I would have had the person to tell me, like, girl, you're going to be 25, 26 one day. You're going to have X, Y, and Z. As long as you continue to do X, Y, and Z now, then I might have actually listened. I had those people, but I guess I didn't have nobody like me to tell me that. So I would tell myself that, like, keep going, girl. But you're doing good. You're doing good.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
What kind of legacy you want to leave behind?
Man, I just want my family to be happy, for real. I know for me, the number one reason why I enjoy what I do, especially now, is the fact that, like, I'm able to, depending on what it is, able to bring family on to certain things.
Yeah, I see that.
And so, like,
I see your grandma, friends, everybody on that thing.
Yeah, but, like, obviously I'm not able to get to everybody just yet because it's just starting, but, like, my goal is to have everybody in the fam, like, just lit. Like, y'all, okay, I got extra tickets to go to the BET Awards. That's the same night as the Emmys. That's the same night that we go to Puerto Rico to go shoot with Lil Baby. So, like, 5 of y'all go there, 10 of y'all go over here, the rest of y'all come with me. Like, that's what I want. Like, that's what I want. I want everybody to be happy, to have opportunities, to be just living a life that, like, they see on TV or on Instagram or whatever. And just, like, actually, like, be able to find, because I feel like it's cool to people. Like, people see it, and especially if you're not necessarily like a bad person or like you have a good time in this industry. But I know it's also not like a thing for our family. It's not too many people that's like actually doing certain things. So
that's true, 100%.
Being able to like show people, like I know Sherrod loves Lil Baby. If I ever in my life get a chance to shoot this man, get to whatever, Sherrod gotta come. Like, and I know some of the other people that love Lil Baby, but I know he loves him.
I mean, he the hottest thing popping.
Yeah, you got a podcast, so don't let me find out Breakfast Club needs me to come out. Like, you want to come? Like, little stuff like that. Just being able to have people experience certain things.
Put people on. That's real.
Yeah.
That is real though. You got a heart
Putting
people on. That's the big thing. Some people they get on, they forget about people that been with them, rocking with them since day one and all that shit. But the fact that you want to put people on when you get a position. But hey man, if you ever shoot Lil Wayne.
Oh, I got you. That's what I'm saying.
Please.
Cause I don't know nobody else that loves Lil Wayne that much.
Please, I love Weezy F Baby.
I got you.
I grew up off of Weezy F Baby.
If I ever.
I grew up off that shit, man.
If I ever. I would
for sure. I grew up off there. My mom, my dad, man. I grew up off that shit for sure though.
Yeah.
For sure. So, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I see myself happy, peaceful, working a lot less because I'm just thinking smarter.
Right.
Still doing what I'm doing, but just like at a different level. I want to direct and produce more, and just like work with other big people, Issa Rae's and Tyler Perry's, and Ava's, and just all them folks.
Right.
Cause I like to learn while I work. If I can't learn while I'm working, I don't even want to work there. Like, cause I didn't go to school. I didn't finish college. So because I didn't, I guess I should have added that earlier. Because I didn't go to college, I'm very intentional about the jobs that I take now. Because I want to make sure I'm able to learn while I'm at work.
Right.
Whether you're an accountant, a videographer, an editor, a gaffer, I really don't give a fuck. Like, if I can learn from you and apply it, I'm in school throughout life. So being able to learn, teach people, and yeah, just have the fam out here doing fun stuff.
Yeah.
Seeing everybody happy. That's my
That's
like,
good.
Yeah.
It's always tough, man. So, your dream collaboration. If you had the top 5 dream collaboration that you would love to film, who would it be?
To film them?
Yeah.
So of course you gotta say Beyonce.
Okay.
Cause like girls love Beyonce.
I got Beyonce, man.
I wanna film Oprah. I actually wanna work with Oprah.
You do?
I wanna work with Oprah. I actually don't have anybody that I like really care to film so bad besides Beyonce. But I more so want to like work with specific people versus film, because I feel like I'll film a few folks, but like working with, and I'm talking like this is our collaboration. They called me, I called them. They said yes, I said yes. Like those people would be Oprah, Viola Davis.
How'd I get away with murder?
Annalise Keating.
I missed that show, man. I missed that show.
Annalise.
Right.
Issa Rae. Tyler Perry, just because it's like I'm so close. I feel
I love Tyler Perry, man. But Tyler Perry, man, he gets on my nerves because he needs to be more creative with his stuff, man. But it's the same stuff.
It is the same stuff.
You can predict.
But you wanna know why I like him so much though?
Why you like?
Because he keeps making the same stuff. And he's a millionaire. Like what?
He's so cheap, man. Like Tyler Perry, he writes his own. I respect the hell out of him.
Yes.
He does everything by himself. But it's like you need.
He actually doesn't anymore. I found that out.
Oh, he don't do it no more.
I think he like actually has a team.
Thank you. About damn time, because it's like. Watching them shows, thinking like the have-nots and all those shows.
But look, our parents love that type of shit. Like he's still making money doing the same thing.
Because he showed the real in black people.
Yeah. He
showed like what black people really go through. But at the same time, if you think about it, he really kind of shows us in a negative limelight.
No, yeah, for sure.
He do. He shows us in a lot of movies, a lot of shit. It be a negative limelight on black folks. Sure. Yeah. But even though that is what goes on, I respect him. I respect him for doing that. But it's like it's kind of negative all the time. So like it's kind of like he capitalizing off of
our trauma.
Yeah, all our trauma. Our downfalls and shit. So
I just fuck with it because it's like I don't know. I like him because like I said, he made that doing the same thing.
He stayed to
a billion. Yeah, like this man is rich as fuck.
I respect his story.
Yeah, he used to sleep in his car, all types of stuff. But then even now, like, I just really appreciate the aspect of him, like, giving. Yeah. Like, I heard a story the other day. Some lady was, like, stopped on the side of the road. He saw her or whatever. Random ass lady, like, young girl. She had a hoopty. Her car was broke down. He pulled over, gave her his car on some light here. Like, and then have somebody come pick him up. Like little stuff like that. Like who does that? You know what I mean? People, if you got all that money, share it.
Right. That's true.
So I can respect.
And that's why I say, you know, so a lot of people they get on, like they make it big, but they don't. People always shouting out their hood, but how many people, you know, going back to their hood and really making changes? Right. They really giving these folks jobs and really putting these folks in better opportunity.
For sure.
You know, so that's why I said, you know, these folks. Some of these folks, when you could tell they look down upon us, but the thing about us, we make them rich. If we don't buy this shit, they ain't gonna be rich. But we continue to support them, even though they talk. They look down upon us, or y'all ain't got no money, y'all broke, y'all miserable. Yeah, but you should be happy somebody is engaging to you like that, because they put more money in your pocket for you to feed your family, for you to take your family on trips. We doing that, even if it's negative publicity. We still, you know, helping you out. Right. You know what I'm saying? But for you to look down upon us, this is why I don't respect. And I don't see too many people, you know what I'm saying, really make a change for it. They do a little stuff, you know, give back a little bit, but shit, anybody can give back. I can take some old shit and go down Goodwill, you know what I'm saying, and give my shit and donate. Anybody can do that, I feel, but like really make it change, like I said, going back to their hood and really like doing shit. Like when LeBron James did that I Promise School shit, like that was like really big, like really going back to your city and really make a change. And all their tuition, everybody got all their tuition. Is doing something. You can't change the whole world, no, but go back to your city and really make a difference. I respect that, for sure. Yeah. For sure. So yeah, man, so what's your top 5 favorite artists you like to listen to on a regular basis, though?
I'm like one of them people that still, I listen to a whole bunch of old school R&B.
Old school, like TLC and shit?
Not TLC even. I'm like Donnell Jones, Avine, John B. and them.
You look like you an R&B person.
Yeah, and it's like old too. People get in my car, they be like, "What? Are you an auntie?" Like whatever you want to call it. Yes, that's me. But top 5 artists I listen to now. I listen to a little bit of everything. Like if I pulled out my title right now, it wouldn't be just like one specific artist. I can't even like start. Like I don't even know where to start. I like Summer Walker. I like Ari Lennox.
She got a few songs that I kind of bump
to. I like like I don't know. I can't quite say I have a top artist right now. Yeah.
So well let me ask this question then. What are like your top 5 who are like the top 5 film people, like film inspiration you kind of looked at like, okay, I want to do this? Was there anybody that inspires you?
Now it's Issa Rae. That's my girl. Like,
so you want a girl that did Insecure and shit,
right? I love Issa Rae. Like I want to be Issa Rae. No, I don't want to be Issa Rae. I want to be D. But Issa Rae, I love her. Okay. I love Ava DuVernay.
Okay. She did the what's that show? Damn, I can't think of it. I know I'm talking about my
the guy. You talking about the guy?
Yeah.
That's her. Yeah.
What's it? What they called
I can't think of her name. But yes, her. I love Viola Davis. She actually has her own production company too. I actually got to film her not too long ago.
Yeah, I think I seen it on Instagram.
She was cool as hell.
Yeah.
She was cool.
Okay.
She was cool. She acts like how you would think she would act. Yeah, but she was cool. Like so yeah, Viola, Issa, Ava. I like Lena Waithe. I just feel like what she's doing is interesting. I feel like she's still on the come up, and I respect it a lot.
Right.
And then between Spike Lee, Will Packer, Tyler Perry. If I had to do 5.
Okay.
I'll put all the guys on one finger.
That ain't bad. I seen recently that you was with Mario too. How was that experience like?
That was actually like 4 years ago.
I just
reposted it, yeah. Oh. But it was cool though. He was cool. Yeah, he actually took a picture, obviously, and How
did that come to light though? Like, how did y'all just get there?
So the job that I was telling you about that ended up hiring me before I sold the camera. Right. They used to do podcasts too, and I would film the podcast. I would like set up the podcast, microphones, all that good stuff, and then cool whatever. they'll do the podcast. And so they had a guest on there at one point. His name was Julian. He was the CEO, founder of Control Magazine. And I remember being afraid to like talk to the guests after they were done because I didn't want to network while I was at work. And so luckily my boss and his little partner, they both walked out at the same time. And it was just me, Julian, and this other guy. I can't remember his name right now. But we were all in the office by ourselves. And I was like, it's time. Like, you gotta just go ahead and just say something. And so I was like, hey, Julian. I was so scared too, by the way. I was like, hey, Julian, you know, my name is Dee. I do videos. Like, hit me up if you need anything outside of here. He was like, yeah, for sure. I actually got something going on this weekend. I'm like, perfect. Gave him my number. And I ended up shooting Maya the day before, the singer Maya.
Okay.
And it was for like a magazine cover. And then the next day we had Mario. And that's pretty much how I was able to shoot both of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And now you are head of marketing for the Slutty Vegan, right?
Not head, but I'm the videographer on the marketing team.
Okay, let's get it right, videographer.
Yeah, I don't want nobody to be
How did that come to be?
So the pandemic happened. That was like, what, March 19th, 2020. I remember because it was the day after my birthday. I couldn't do anything for my birthday. I was so upset. And so, cool, a few weeks go by. I ended up losing my job at the bar because I was a bartender at this point. And one of my clients texted me and they were like, hey, Pinky Cole is looking for a videographer. And so everybody says they want a videographer. Like, that's not a thing. Like, whatever. Everybody says it. They never actually hire you. You might do one job. That's it. But cool. He sent me the post. I saw it. She was like, I'm looking for a videographer in the Atlanta area. Hit me up and DM. So I'm like, thanks. Reached out to her. Hey, my name is Dee. I had already reached out to her a few weeks before. Because for some reason, right before I even got that text, I had been seeing Pinky a lot. Never been a Slutty Vegan still. But I had been seeing her often on my timeline. So I knew who she was, but I didn't really know who she was. And so reached out to her again because she didn't respond the last time I had reached out. Hey, I'm a female videographer in the city. I'm your girl. Like, straight like that. But didn't expect anything of it because I'm pretty sure everybody else set her up too. She had all these followers. Like, she's not stunting me. She ended up reaching back out to me maybe like the next day.
Oh, for real?
And was like, hey, what's up? What's your number? And so gave her my number. We played phone tag for like another day. And then finally she called me at like 8 p.m. It was late because I was like, is this regular? She called me at like 9 p.m. On like a random ass Thursday or something. And was like, hey, what's up? It's Pinky, da-da-da. I'm looking for a videographer, boom, boom, boom. And I'm trying to figure out if you want the job. So I'm like, cool, I'll take the job when I need to come in for an interview though. And she's like, an interview? Like, girl, I already seen your work. Like, you don't need to do an interview. I know your work is good. You want the job or not? And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, the pandemic going on too. We don't know if we finna have zombies running outside. We don't know what we gotta do to Canada. Do we need to, like, what we gotta do? Like, this was like right when the pandemic was happening. So I'm like, cool, I need a job. All my other stuff is canceled. I'll take it. Ended up going, filling out some paperwork, got the job. It was the hardest adjustment ever. I had the hardest time for like the first 5 months. Like,
how was that?
It was just cause like it was fast paced. It required a lot of work, and I had to like come up with concepts on my own. So I wasn't used to like making skits by myself and being funny. I wasn't used to being funny on camera. I was like the person that just shot what was going on and it was what it was. But like having to shoot it and make it funny, that was hard. So went through a battle. It was very depressing for a long time. I was like very irritated at home for months. But then finally we got the flow of it and now we're here. So it worked out.
Right.
It worked out.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. You had did something with, like you said, Stephen Madden, isn't it? How was that like?
That was cool. That was dope. Like last year, she ended up landing a meeting with Steve Madden on some just like, hey, I got this crazy ass brand. We're gonna do a shoe. And they was like, yeah, cool, I got you, like whatever. Because Pinky's like really hardcore, so she'll be up in your face, like you have no choice but to tell her, yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. And so they ended up taking it, and we ended up making the shoe. Like it took like a year or two to actually get it rolling, but we were a part of the meetings of like, okay, these are the 3 options. Which ones do y'all like? Do y'all like this? Do y'all like that? Okay, cool. Y'all like this right here too? All right, got it. And we was a part of like the overall process of making the shoe. Yep.
Man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yep.
Out here doing your thing, man. Make sure you keep doing your thing, man. For sure. So, man, you ready to get into this game, man?
I'm scared, but
you scared? You scared again? Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
But we're gonna do it though.
Don't be scared.
We're gonna do it. I might know a few things. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see about this, man. Okay, so the game is like this. I ask you 5 questions, right? The ones you get right, I take a shot. The ones you get wrong, I take a shot. Okay. All right. That's how we're gonna play this. Okay. Let me see. Let me go to my questions real quick.
Oh boy.
Where am I putting it? Here it is right here. Okay.
I gotta put a shot in the cup.
Yeah, you go ahead. If you want to go ahead and do it, go ahead.
Well, you know I'm gonna get them all right, so don't even matter. Yeah, I'm already.
Okay, this is a true or false question, right?
Oh boy.
There have only been 5 rappers to only go platinum in a week. Is that true or false?
There's only been 5 rappers to go platinum in a week.
Can sell 1 million records in a week. I'll tell you names. This false. Lil Wayne, Eminem, 50 Cent, Drake, Nicki.
Ask the question again.
There only been 5 rappers to all those 5. Is it true that those 5 rappers all went platinum?
Yes.
That's false. You said that so confidently. Yes. I
said Eminem, 50, all of them.
Nicki the only one that didn't belong. Nicki never went platinum.
Oh man, for real?
Yeah. Yes, sir. And Drake went platinum. Drake is the only one to do it in the streaming era. 50 Cent, Eminem, Lil Wayne did it before the streaming era.
Dang,
so I knew not to Nicki and have them confuse your ass.
That's terrible.
I knew not to 50 and have them confuse your ass. Go ahead, man. Take that shit.
Nasty. Okay.
Which Friday had the biggest box office? A, the first Friday. B, the second Friday. C, the last Friday.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna say the first Friday.
Man. It's next Friday.
The next one?
You know what?
I should have known that.
When I was looking this up though, I actually thought it was the 3rd one.
Dang, I should have known it was the second one. The first one was crazy.
Yeah, so the second one always gonna be the next one. Yep.
It's too early for this. And I got a Hennessy.
Yep. Woo! Pour it up. That's what you wanted.
That is what I asked for. I should have said wine. I should have said a Smirnoff or something. A beer or something like.
Hey man, we're up to a great start so far.
Dang.
Great start. All right, man. You ready? Think you ready for the 3rd one?
No. Okay. Go.
Who was the first Black director nominated for Academy Award?
Oh.
A, John Singleton. B, Tyler Perry.
Academy Award? John.
Okay, you got that. I should have asked you that was correct.
Yeah!
You got that one right. Hold on, pull me up, man. Go ahead and pull me up.
Okay, I figured that one. Because, you know, people be hating on Tyler.
I threw Tyler in there because I thought you were going to get that right.
That's why I have to look at you like, you're trying to trick me again.
And then, I didn't even know you like Tyler Perry like that.
Yeah, we talking about new age shit going on right now. Yeah, for sure. I respect him a lot. I feel like I can learn from him. That's why I like him.
Let me see this shit, man. You got me in drinking this Hennessy shit. Shit, too damn strong.
I like Hennessy though. I can't do it.
It's too early.
I know. No, it's really early right now. It's cool though. We calm.
Woo! Yeah, he's about to shot. He ain't in long at time. Woo!
You about to sleep?
I ain't finna go no damn sleep. Let's go, man. I'm gonna fuck up now. Okay. What movie did Denzel Washington win his first Oscar for? Was it A, Training Day, or B, Glory?
Training Day.
Dang, wrong. Pop that motherfucking shot.
Why did I say Glory? I knew it, and I still said Training Day. My mom was like, take a shot. That's what my mind said. Just take a shot. I just wanted to take a shot. That's what that meant, because I knew it was Glory.
I get him back, man. Hey, man. So we up. What we up? I'm up 4-1. 4-1. No, 3-1.
One more, right?
One more.
Damn.
Let's see if you get this right.
I'm over it.
Oh man, yeah, that motherfucker there, boy. Woo. Okay. What was Nicki Minaj's first single? A, Your Love. B, Right Through Me. C, Moment for Life.
Ooh, that's a good one. You say Your Love, Right Through Me, Moment for Life.
Yeah.
Her first single?
Her first single was her first
Dang,
single.
those are the options. I thought she been had a single, so now I'm confused. Okay, let me think about this. Ooh, which one came out first? I was literally listening to all of this when it came out.
I think we all listened to it.
Yeah, we did.
Nicki was
Moment for Life,
yeah.
Right Through Me.
And Your Love.
Oh my God. Moment for Life.
And I knew, you know what's crazy? I knew that was gonna be tricky because they all came.
They all came at the same day. They came
around the same. They
it's like she dropped them at the same day at different times of the day.
But it was Your Love.
Dang.
Your Love was her first single. The first official single, Your Love.
I knew I was gonna lose this game, bro. Let's just be clear. I came in here prepared.
Hey man, she got me one time though. So
I got you one time. That's all that matters.
They all came out around the exact same time though, so
they did.
That's why, of course, I said it'd be tricky because if I was thinking about this shit, I wouldn't even know either.
Damn.
Moment for Life. Ooh.
Cause it was with Drake.
Yeah.
So I thought that would have been like the first one.
No.
Man. Wow.
You know, Nicki was before Nicki put out the album, she was doing features.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm surprised that those are her first ones.
Those are her first ones, like official singles that before she dropped
that was such a long time after she started.
Yeah.
That's a great. See, that's why you gotta be consistent, right?
Yeah,
wow, I thought Nicki had been like.
Now remember she dropped that Beat Me Up Scotty. That was a mixtape that made her popular.
That sure was a mixtape. And then her album. Wow.
Mm-hmm. And then I think after that Beat Me Up Scotty, I think that's when she got on that monster shit with Kanye.
Yeah.
That's
Wow, Nicki Minaj working for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I should probably respect her a lot more.
Oh, you don't like Nicki?
I don't dislike her. I just, like I said, I'm an R&B.
That's why I don't dislike
school,
her.
so
I need to respect her.
I don't know, like.
I first heard her. She was on Lil Wayne mixtape to drop 3. A lot of people don't know that. That was her first time being on the. She was out in 07. A lot of people don't know that though. She was on the drop 3.
I know she had that one free. I used to like watch her around the time Beat Me Up Scotty was out.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I got hit.
Too, while she was on the female.
Dang, I might need to like respect her more. I might need to give her flowers or something.
Yeah, I don't really care for her like that in general though.
I mean, I guess for me, I only care about people. Not only care, but I look at people more so for like their work ethic. So like I know people hate Oprah, but like I fuck with Oprah. She's a millionaire. And she's black. Yeah, my bad, billionaire, and she's black. Like, who? Are you a millionaire? Like, no, girl. So I respect that. Like, what did you do? Now, granted, morals, that's something totally different. My morals are my morals.
Right.
And yours are yours, and I can't respect everybody's morals. But if we're talking about like the overall visual of a person, I respect that. So
you respect their words.
So I might need to respect Nicki from afar.
Yeah, I respect her. I respect her music. I respect her grind. She been doing her thing for a very long time.
Dang.
I got nothing but respect for her. I just wish she'd be more humble with herself. Then she's just a lot of arrogance come with her, cockiness.
So me and cockiness and arrogance is like really thin.
I mean, there's a difference between being confident and being arrogant, right?
So the reason why I say Nicki can be kind of cocky, she's a female artist.
Okay.
And so like you want her to be a star.
That's absolutely.
So like,
she is that, though.
Pop your shit. Like, go ahead, girl. Pop your shit.
What I'm saying, ain't nothing wrong with pop your shit, but when you want somebody like to bow down to you,
yeah,
that's a different story. You see what I'm saying? Like she want people to bow down, like get on your knees and suck their toes.
Yeah.
Like like we know who you are. Your peers respect you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But stop wanting people to bow down to you. And all you do is chase numbers and numbers and numbers.
I feel that.
You remember when her and Ramon got the beef and shit?
Her who?
Ramon. That Cardi B beef and shit.
Yeah.
A little bit, you know. Yeah, like.
Yeah.
That was her first song. She was the only female that was out for, like you said, we was in high school, and she was the only female that was out. But now it's a bunch of females that's out. So now she got competition.
Yeah.
You know, so now it's like, now she's like, well, kiss my feet and shit.
I got you, yeah. Okay, I can agree with that.
But she, pop your shit, talk your shit, you deserve it. She earned that.
Right.
Absolutely, she's earned that. But
yeah.
there's a difference between, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, anybody.
You gotta be nasty with it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, be humble. Like, you know. J. Cole never win no awards. But J. Cole never headlined Coachella, never did nothing. People pass over J. Cole, but you never see J. Cole sit here and be like, but y'all need to kiss my feet, man. Y'all need to do this. You know what I'm saying? J. Cole, humble, like, you know what I'm talking about? He don't care. We know, the people that really know music know J. Cole. You see what I'm saying? So that's all, though. Yeah. But yeah, man, you lost this game, man, so. That was for sure, man. So another episode of Put You On Game, man. What's your, I'm sorry. Before we get off, what's your Instagram name and stuff? How can we find you?
You can find me at ICONOFILM. That's Econofilm. ICONOFILM. Book me for whatever you got going on. Nothing too crazy though.
Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy. Like I just can't. I actually told him before we started that a few people have asked me to do a porn. I didn't take the offers. But
you gotta zoom in on the ball shot and all that shit.
But I'm not saying I'm opposed to it. It just depends on the money. We'll see. I don't know. And who's in it. Like, what are y'all doing? I'm not doing no two girls. We'll figure it out.
Man, she got me over here dying, man. Maybe because I'm a little tipsy. I'm over here just dying. Like, everything damn funny. Everything.
The lights are funny. Everything is funny right now. Like,
funny.
it's ridiculous.
Then you want to drink and shit. Oh man, yeah, you know, I just want to thank you again for coming through, man, and showing a lot of love to me, man. A lot of love to this podcast, man. I really appreciate that, and we appreciate you for coming by. Like I said, I know you're a busy person. You got things to do, places to be. I understand that, and I always want to make sure I show people that I'm grateful for them coming through and showing me love, because you got anywhere to be, but you chose to come here, sit down, give me a little bit of your time. So I just want you to know, man, from the bottom of my heart, I gratefully appreciate you coming through, and y'all continue to support Deaira on her journey, man, and, you know, podcast for any more upcoming, you know, entertainers and entrepreneurs, man. We all we got. We got to support each other so we all can get to the top, you know what I'm saying? These other people, they are already there that we just talked about on this podcast, but we still, I'm not saying that you can't support them no more, but it's support other people too that's on the come up. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Because they, like she said, or we talked about earlier, ain't about what you know, it's about who you know.
Thanks.
You know the right people that can change your life too, because he can put you in position to change your family life, and you can put your friend in position. You see what I'm saying? It goes on and on and on and on. Yeah. But try to remember that when you listen to other people's music and podcasts, give other people a try. Stop being followers. Be a leader. Be a leader, you know what I'm saying? Don't wait for somebody else to tell you, oh man, that shit fire, bro. Listen to it, listen to it. Nah, bro. Be your own man, be your own woman. Give shit a try. So like when you go to a new restaurant, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to eat the same damn food.
I hate people do that.
You know what I'm saying? Eat the same chicken.
We out of town. You want to eat chicken tenders? Like what, girl?
Hamburgers, hot dogs.
No, yes, don't do that.
Like, bro, nah, give shit another try, bro. Give it a try. You're in a different city, man.
Yes.
For sure, man. For sure, man. But
for sure.
That's it, man. We'll take you out, man. We out of here.
Appreciate you, bro.
No problem. All right.